Hello guys, today we're going to learn about the line of best fit. We're going to be using this worksheet right here, so please follow along with the worksheet. I recommend that you pause the video if I ever go too fast, or you copy down the words that I'm saying or writing down. So if I write it down, you should write it down. So let's go ahead and get started. The line of best fit. We are going to be finding the line of best fit for this data. But before we can do that, we need to define what it is. And the line of best fit is a straight line that best represents the data on a scatter plot. So the line of best fit is a straight line that best represents the data on a scatter plot. So we're going to be looking at this data today, and we're going to put this on a scatter plot. And we have this convenient tool called Google that we're going to use. So in the Google bar, we're going to go search Desmos. And Desmos is a graphing calculator that is very useful. And so here is Desmos, my graphing calculator. You're going to come to the plus button, and you're going to add a table, because notice here we were given a table. We need to identify what our x's are, and we need to identify what our y's are. So we want to make a scatter plot of the weight versus the height for number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in that data. I'm going to say 48, 64, 83, 60, 63, 92, 88. So I went ahead and plugged in all my x's, and my y's is going to be my height. So I'm going to put in 153, 175, and as I'm doing this, kind of maybe try to follow along on your own screen or on your own computer. So I went ahead and plugged in the numbers. As you can see, it did nothing. There's nothing on my graph. Why did it do nothing? Because my numbers are really large. So I need to zoom out. And if I keep zooming out, I still don't see it. Oh, there they are. Found them. I'm clicking and dragging, just kind of like how you do on a cell phone, using my fingers to zoom out. So if you look at this, this is my scatter plot right here. I am given the scatter plot. And what I'm trying to find is the line that best fits this data. So in order to do that, we're going to find the line of best fit. If we review, the equation of a line is y equals mx plus b. That's what the equation of a line looks like, y equals mx plus b. And that's what we're trying to find here, because it's a line that's straight and we want it to go through the data. So we're going to put y equals mx plus b. Notice that it gave me these sliders. This is not what I want, because this y is actually different from the y's on the table. And this is where we have to be very, very careful. This y should be y1, because I want to use these values. So to get that y1, I'm going to click on the keyboard button down here. And I'm going to click on the ABC. And give me 1 second, I'm going to adjust the screen. All right, so I was able to adjust the screen. I'm going to click ABC. And if you notice, here is this A subscript B. This Y has a subscript, the little 1. So we need to put Y subscript 1. And this X also has a little 1 right there. So I need to put a 1 on this X so that it understands that I'm using those coordinates. Oh no, what happened to my data? So we're going to click X and then subscript 1. There we go. My data is disappearing, but just ignore it for now. So we got y1 equals mx plus b. However, we want an approximation, not an equal, because there's no way that these points are going to be a straight line. So we can't put an equal sign there. We need an approximation. And if we remember, this button means approximation. So this is how you type a line of best fit into the calculator. And as you can see, the calculator gave me this line that goes as best as possible through those points. We will talk about the r squared and the r in just a minute, but this equation gives me the line of best fit. What's your M? Your M is 0.885757, and your B is 109.128. So that's what we're gonna write over here on my sheet. So I'm putting in the equation y equals 0.88 because my M is 88. However, the worksheet does say round to the nearest hundredth. So I'm looking at this 5. The 5 bumps up the 8, so I'm going to get rid of the 8. I'm going to put in 9. And then your x comes next because it's mx. The x goes besides the slope. Plus your b. Your b is 109.13 because the 8 bumps up the 2. So here is the equation for the line of best fit for this data. Y equals 0.89 plus 109.13. So you could say that the y-intercept is 109 and the slope is 0.89. And again, if we look at the graph, that's the line that best fits those points on the graph. So go ahead and try number 2.